First, I want to get to something that is a bit more serious. Not so much about the sport of basketball, but it does involve it involves a basketball player, and it involves kind of the mindset or the mentality that maybe athletes should start to adapt and think about. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, PJ Washington and Brittany Renner, definitely go and check that out. The situation is very messy, and the problem is, I don't want to say I see it from both sides because I'm very frustrated on one side, but it's also like, bro, PJ, everything presented itself to you, and you missed all the warning signs, my brother. It's like you go to McDonald's or you go to Tim Hortons or wherever you get your coffee, and you just start to chug it, and you think it's going to be lukewarm. No, you ordered a coffee. It's going to be scalding hot. So, yes, I think you're going to be mad when you realize that you just burned the inside of your mouth. But to kind of give a synopsis for people that don't know about this story, Brittany Renner, who I guess let's call her an Instagram model, if we want to say that, and PJ Washington, a young player, 22 years old, for the Charlotte Hornets. They have a relationship. They have a relationship so deep that they just had a kid. Now, this kid was just recently born within the past couple weeks, I believe, and now Brittany Renner is filing for a divorce. Obviously, PJ and Brittany got married before that, and now she's filing for a divorce. And she has been quoted as saying this was kind of her plan the whole time. Um, and if you read the warning labels, you could see this all written out in front of you. Brittany is, I think, 7 or 8 years older than PJ. And when PJ was at the University of Kentucky, Brittany Renner used to go to every single one of his games. She used to sit there in some UK gear and cheer him on and essentially grooming him for this scenario, for the time that he became legal. Because again, remember, this was a 17-year-old teenage kid, brand new to the college basketball scene, had never, maybe seen the possibility of getting with someone that's got the clout like Brittany Renner. Now, Brittany Renner, I don't know how long she's been in and around the entertainment industry, but I do know that she has relationships or has had relationships with Colin Kaepernick. Maybe not a relationship, but I'm sure you can pick up what I'm putting down. Colin Kaepernick, she's been involved with. There's rumors that she was involved with some other entertainers. Chris Brown has been mentioned. Drake has been mentioned. So I don't know how long she's been in this game, but a young 17, 18-year-old PJ Washington was presented with this older woman that seemed very interested in him. And I think from, again, all the reports from what I've read, she had kind of been open and honest, and he might have known what her scenarios and situations were in the past, but she had kind of been open and honest with him, like, yeah, like I want a relationship, I want to start a family, and I want to lock down with somebody. And PJ, being a young 17-year-old, 18-year-old kid, obviously was kind of naive to that and believed it. And unfortunately, this man signs an NBA contract, gets married to, Brittany Renner, has a baby with her, and now she's filing for divorce. And she is obviously filing for child support. And this means, the rumor is, this man is going to have to pay $200,000 a month. $200,000 a month for this baby because this girl trapped him. And that's the problem. That's what this is. This woman trapped PJ Washington. She had this whole vision. She had her sights set out for this young, naive athlete that she knew was going to make millions of dollars, even as a low-level player still. He's still only 22 years old. He's got a long career ahead of him, but he's still only making a few $1,000,000 a year. But now he's locked in to pay, rumored, $200,000 a month. If this child support situation goes through, and obviously it has to go to court and whatnot, but if this actually happens, $200,000 a month. Are you kidding me? All because this man couldn't read the warning labels on the product before he opened it. So again, I have two trains of thoughts. PJ, my brother, you are stupid. Brittany Renner, there's a video, and I'm going to put it up here, and I'll react to it right after I put it on this part of the video. But in 2018, I think, it might have been earlier, she was on Instagram Live, or she posted this video, and it went viral, and people were freaking out about it then, and now it's resurfaced, and people are freaking out about it still. And she was talking about how athletes are dumb, and how many different entertainers and whatnot she's been with and all this. You know what? Let me just play it for you. We'll play it, and then we'll come back and we'll digest it. So here it is. Here is Brittany Renner back in what I believe was 2018. That's what the post on YouTube says. And here's Brittany Renner talking about her body count and how to come up on a check. So here we go.
I want to know my body count. I don't know why in 2018 that's any of your fucking business or why it matters. But 24. 11 athletes. Woo! 5 entertainers. Woo! 8 regular guys. Woo! I've only fucked 3 regular guys since I've been Instagram famous because a lot of y'all run your fucking mouths too much. I don't want to be sending you a video 1 minute, the next minute I see me spread eagle on the timeline playing with my pussy. In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb. I don't like talking about my history with men I'm dating, I guess until now, because most of the guys that I've dealt with are gonna have more money than you.
So, to be honest with you, that video disgusts me. I'm not talking about, her discussing her, her body count or, who she's hooked up with or whatever. Fine. I'm not here to tell anyone how many, people they should or shouldn't have slept with. That's your own prerogative. But the fact that she's targeting it as a possibility to come away with money, that's a red flag, my guy. And PJ, this video came out in 2018, my guy, and it was viral. It's not like it was something that was hidden. So you should have seen it. You should have known what happened. But again, 2018 was 3 years ago. This year, I don't know when his birthday is, but I know he's 22 years old. He's a 19-year-old kid. You're trying to make it to the league. You're focused on making it to the league. Maybe you don't really care about that video. Maybe it's just whatever. Maybe you weren't even that serious with her whenever it happened. But I don't know, and it's a problem because there's so many different parts to this where I'm like, PJ, you should have known better. People in PJ's circle, what the hell were you doing? Why weren't you talking to him about this and saying, hey bro, probably not the right girl to get mixed up with? But then the big piece of it is Brittany Renner and her having that attitude, and women and other girls in social media congratulating her. I've seen videos since everything has dropped about PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. I've seen videos, I've seen tweets, I've seen articles about other women congratulating Brittany Renner for getting a bag. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. Peace out. TikTok trend, right? Like, other people in society are congratulating this. let's not forget there's a child involved. There is a actual young child, a young boy involved. And now this woman is going to raise him? Now this young kid's going to grow up in a broken home? How is that any fair for that kid? Because the dad made a stupid mistake, because Brittany Renner has this psycho mentality of using people for money, for fame, to get somewhere off her looks and honestly sex. And let me keep it 100. Again, I don't want to get too off of the sports topic about this, because again, this is a sports brand, it's sports conversation, but this is something serious that can really happen to any young athlete. If the roles were reversed, we're having a different conversation. And I can guarantee you, there's nobody, neither man nor woman, congratulating a older man for hoodwinking a younger woman into getting money and child support and all that stuff. I can guarantee you. And it is what it is. I guess that's what society is. But the thing that disgusts me more than anything is the mindset of doing this to get money, to get fame, to get clout, and then other women in society congratulating Brittany Renner for doing this. Like she has a medal of honor. Oh my God, that's disgusting. I don't get it. And I feel bad for PJ Washington. This guy just wants to see his son. She's not letting him see his kid, you know. But at the same time, again, I go back to, dude, this was written in the sand. You saw this. People presented this to you. Videos. That video was in 2018. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again, like George Bush.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
But no, in all seriousness, it's kind of like I don't know where to stand, because both of yous are idiots. And I think the real discussion should come to, I feel bad for the kid. Now, I just hope that PJ Washington is able to have a nice, long, successful career in the NBA, because if $200,000 is the correct amount that he's going to be paying for child support a month, yeah, he's gonna want to make sure he's got money coming in. So, hopefully things get sorted out. Again, this is still so early into this situation. Hopefully things get sorted out. Maybe Brittany Renner decides not to be. I don't even know what the right word is, but maybe she decides to be a nice person, a decent person, and let PJ Washington for one, see his kid, but also maybe, figure out a scenario where the kid doesn't suffer the most out of this whole situation. Maybe it goes to the court, maybe everything works out. I don't know, but I feel bad for the kid. I feel bad for PJ Washington. The one person I definitely don't feel bad for is Brittany Renner, but again, I want to get off this. That's just my thoughts on everything that has been happening around PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. So definitely keep your eyes on that. And if you don't know about the story, and I didn't explain it well enough, go check it out.